The Stewart Foundation presents Where Are They Now? A legacy of purpose and promise, honoring our alumni and their impact.
And now you become president of the Stewart Foundation. What platform did you run on in order to become the president? What were some of those promises that you made to your constituents?
Yeah, so some of the platforms I ran on was, one, mental health. That's something that's been a very big part of my life. I've gone through mental health struggles, and I know a lot of children have gone through mental health struggles, especially in the Black community. So I wanted to really highlight that. I also did awareness on, things like autism. Mm-hmm. I myself have autism, and I know it can be a struggle for people to really highlight that and understand it. So I wanted to make sure that that was known. And gun violence, I had lost a mentor, Mr. Dean, to gun violence. And that was something that really hit close to me. And I really wanted to highlight it because I feel very strongly towards that.
Look at Mr. Sanford. Yes, what has Lawrence not done? Ooh, Lawrence, we want to go deep in with you, so we're gonna give the audience a really, really good overview. You attended what? Talladega College, right? You're a graduate. You are currently at Morehouse School of Medicine, right?
Yes, Lord.
Oh my goodness! And you're studying what, Lawrence?
Studying public health.
Public health. Man, we are so super proud of you, Lawrence. We've got to understand, what is it that drives Lawrence to really, really love the community so much so that he wants to go into public health?
Thank you. First off, good morning to everyone. It is an honor to be on this interview with you this morning. So, they're going to do you pretty well. My name is Lawrence Sanford, everyone, born here in Atlanta, Georgia. Graduate of Talladega College, and I'm a current public health student at Morehouse School of Medicine. So, the field of public health. So, in public health, we focus on improving the health of our people and communities through education, promoting healthy lifestyles, disease prevention, organized efforts to address threats and disparities at a population level. What got me interested in this field specifically was, I recall 3 years ago, I was working in a former job at Georgia Tech, and one of my former coworkers had a heart disease. I began to look into what conditions got her the disease, and that inspired me to did learn about what is public health, how are these disparities affecting her. And after that, I began to look at other people in my community that may have heart disease, and wanting to learn more and more about that. That inspired me to get into public health.
Tell us how important service is to you.
Service is everything. To me, the true meaning of service is you're giving back to the underserved. You're giving back to people that need this in their life. True meaning of impact. The impact that you have done for yourself is important to give out in a way to others to initiate their own meaning of what they can do in life. And that's how I look at service, and that's why I have a heart for service, because of the Stewart Foundation.
Hawk, I want you to meet Dr. Shania Evans.
Doctor. Hey, Doc.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Evans.
I appreciate that, Gwen.
Oh, you are so welcome. You know we love you dearly, Shania. You have got to tell us about this role of success that you have been on. The audience is excited to hear about your incredible accomplishments. Shania, please tell us about the journey you've been on since leaving the Stewart Foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. So after leaving the Stewart Foundation, I went off to college, undergrad at Columbus State University in Columbus, Georgia. I got my bachelor's degree there in exercise science, and then right after that, I went into grad school at Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine in Swanee, Georgia. And so I did a 3-year program there, a physical therapy program. And that is the profession that I'm in now, a physical therapist, doctor of physical therapy.
Isn't that amazing?
I'm looking back, Shania, what were some of the workshops that you enjoyed when you were a part of this? Because you were vice president between 2016 and 2017. So what were some of the workshops that you think had played a pivotal role in your development?
I think that, for one, etiquette workshop, that was always a good one. But I also really enjoyed our cabin trips and going and spending time with you all and having those workshops within the cabin trip and spending time with, the leaders that I look up to today. And so I really enjoyed just spending time with you all and learning from you all and just sharing like you all's life experiences with me on those cabin trips. I still look at old photos of us there.
Wow.
Now, what's one thing you wish more people understood about the impact of programs like the Stewart Foundation?
Yeah, I could definitely just talk about the impact that you guys had on me, especially the role that I play here at my facility, just being a leader, especially the role that I played being vice president on that cabinet, learning just to be a leader, how to assert yourself, how to articulate yourself to other people. I think that just being in a program where, like you said, Hank, where you have to present and give presentations, you learn to speak in front of a crowd and learn to basically get your point across to where people want to listen to you. So, being a doctor and being, somewhat responsible to my patients' well-being, I feel like the Hank Stewart Foundation definitely gave me a good foundation on how to present myself and be a leader, and then just continue to grow and share those aspects with others.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Adana McBride. Adana, you there with us?
Yes.
Good morning, Adana. Good morning. Oh my God.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm about to get ready for work now.
That's right. You know what, Adana?
With you all.
Tell the audience what your major was.
I got a bachelor's of science in economics.
Yeah, we knew it.
It's a lot of doors, yes.
And graduated in what, 3.5 years? Almost, yeah, you did
And
it.
3.5.
Yeah,
yes.
3.5 years. And where? Where did you go?
North Carolina, the illustrious North Carolina Agriculture and Technical State University.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
What Adana, you were wasting no time and no money because you were going out to get
not
it.
at all.
And went on,
be in and out.
and you went on scholarships, right? And you
I did. I went on a full ride. I did.
You got that
Parents'
thing done. You got that thing
Parents'
done.
dream.
Look, let me just tell you this. I'm so proud of you. I was asked by you to come and speak at North Carolina A&T because you were heading the Toastmasters?
Toastmasters. Mm-hmm.
Toastmasters on campus. And Miss Mason, when I tell you she controlled that room, she controlled that room like it was popping. And when people weren't where they should have been, they felt the rap. I felt the rap. I was making sure that I was up front seated. I made sure I used the restroom before I got in there, so she wouldn't have to pull me out. But you're amazing, and we're just so proud of you. Tell us about your first experience with the Stewart Foundation that you can remember, because I'm sure you can't remember your first experience, but that you can remember.
Wow, so that's going way back, because like you all mentioned, I definitely was there from the beginning, and I have so many memories from my time in the Stewart Foundation, but I have to say some that really stick out to me the most have to be, of course, our white linens. Every moment I've had a white linen helping be in part of the preparation for the white linens were amazing opportunities for me just to learn under you all. And then, of course, our volunteer efforts that you all put on for us. Those were some of my first experiences of going out and giving back to my community through the Stewart Foundation. So that really meant a lot. And then I will also say just the Black History meetings that we had just surrounding Black History Month and getting us together to talk about kind of the things that Black Americans have done throughout the history of being in this country. And I think that all those things kind of being implemented to me at such a young age kind of helped structure who I am today. So there's just so many memories. I really can't pinpoint one, but I had an amazing time in the foundation, and I can say it definitely helped me grow into the individual I am.
Well, you know, Adana, I know you, after working with you all of these years, you are truly a young lady who is intentional. How has your success, or the definition of your success, evolved over the course of the years since your involvement with the Stewart Foundation?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would definitely say I have been on a journey. While I've been intentional, everything that I have had planned has not come into fruition. But I can say that the backing and the support system, both you and Mr. Hank, has been amazing, of course, as well as my parents. And I guess just the things that you all instilled into me of just the leadership aspect, you know, things might not work out, but how to kind of pivot and still, you know, move forward in the right direction, the discipline aspect of actually getting things done, because I was also vice president as well as parliamentarian for the foundation for 2 of those years. And a lot of those things we had to do or make decisions for leadership. We had to be disciplined when it came to getting things done. So while things haven't worked out completely like I've planned, I think God has remained great in my life. And I take those things that I've learned through you all with me as I continue to grow.
Sonya Evans.
Get ready.
Good morning.
Good morning, Madam President of 2015-2016. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is indeed an honor to be in your presence, Madam President.
Aww.
We are absolutely wonderful. You know how we feel about you, Miss Sonya Evans. You've got to tell us, what have you been doing since you left the Stewart Foundation?
I've actually been very busy. Who knew government could be such a crazy environment? I work for the city clerk's office, so I work for all 8 council members for the city of East Point. So I attend all of their events. I help put on all of their events. I pay the invoices for all of their events. So
I got one outstanding I got an outstanding invoice right now that I have not.
Yes, so I'm constantly calling people, making sure they got their money, helping set up the events. So it's different, but it's very exciting because I'm still serving the city of East Point. I'm still serving the community, kids, elders, all of our council members do something for everyone, the elderly, the kids, for back to school drives. So I'm constantly still doing what you all taught me, which is serving.
Oh, wow. Sean, we've got to understand your credentials. Tell us about your collegiate experience.
Yes, so I went to Valdosta State University. I got a bachelor's in fine arts, and that helped me a lot with like communicating and speaking in front of large people and being on stage and just not being afraid. So I did get my bachelor's there, and I've been in government for about 3 years now. So yeah.
Well, you're doing it. You're doing it, Sonya. We're so proud of you. I mean, I remember how, you know.
Don't you say it.
I got to.
You gotta say it,
I got to. I've got to.
He has to, Sean. And Aquila's going, yep, here it goes. Here it goes.
I just remember how you managed and controlled your reign as president, and you took your job serious. And when folks tried to, when folks, I'm not calling any names. When they tried to strong arm, in today's terminology, bully.
Oh no!
Right?
Oh no!
You took care of it. You handled your position and said to them,
"Yes." I'm like, y'all gave us, these roles for a reason. Let me do my role. I'm the president here right now. Let me make the call.
And you know what? Guilty as charged as I have fallen on the sword for, I was used to nurturing and bringing aboard the officers and Mr. President, and we're going to do this, and let's set your agenda, and then we have the call, and you so politely stated, Miss Gwen, I will let you know.
I will let you know
when I'm in need of you.
I am. I'm here.
Good morning, Samuel.
Oh my God.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're so proud of you, man.
We are so proud of your achievements, Samuel. We really want to understand, after leaving the Stewart Foundation, what was your immediate next step?
Well, I was always raised with the understanding that I had to go to college immediately after high school. So that was my plan, was to get my degree. So I immediately went on to Morehouse College in 2017, and I was able to graduate 4 years later with my bachelor's in kinesiology. And then after that, I felt inspired to get my master's. So then I went to New York Medical College and got my master's in public health with a concentration in policy and management.
So how did the Stewart Foundation differ from other experiences or programs you might have been involved in?
I mean, honestly, I told the story before when I first joined the foundation. I mean, when I was around 15 or 16 when I first joined, I was not the kind of person who you would be able to call out. I'd be in the back. I have my hoodie on. I didn't really want to talk to anybody. I was kind of just there just to be there. But I do have to appreciate the foundation because it pulled me from the back and put me to the front and put me in the spotlight and really gave me a taste of what true leadership was. You had Mr. Stewart calling me out to give random speeches in front of people, pulling me out of my comfort zone. And every time I didn't want to, I was able to do it, and it really gave me that mindset that anything that I can do, that I can think of, it's always possible if I just give it a try.
Won't you tell us about the experience you had with Ambassador Andrew Young?
Yes, oh my gosh, that came so out of left field. I remember you pulled me over and you were like, oh, guess who's here, Ambassador Andrew Young, he wants to take you out. And it was amazing. I think I was with Lawrence at the time. And he took us to his house. And I mean, just long story short, he shared so many significant stories from his past with us. He showed us pictures. It was a lot. It was a huge history awakening for me, honestly. And it was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had. And even after that, on our way back to White Linen, he stopped and got me and Lawrence some smoothies from Smoothie. He was really nice to chat with. He was a really great man. And I honestly, it solidified my respect for him as a person.
But Cassidy Johnson, y'all welcome to the studio.
Cassidy,
hello.
Good morning.
It is actually night for me. I've been working 15 hours at the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness, Cassidy. Well, we don't want to waste any time. We need for you to give it to the studio audience. We need for our audience here at News and Talk WAOK to know and understand about Cassidy. So, Cassidy, we'd like for you to trace your path from leaving the foundation to where you are today. So the floor is yours. Share with us. Pour it in.
All right. So Hank's been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. I was officially a part of the Stewart Foundation in 2015 to 2016, where I was the community chair. And I really just helped out with all of the community events. After I graduated high school, I went to Cornell University in New York. And then after that, I got my master's in nutrition from Columbia University. And right now, I am in medical school in St. Louis, and I'm also a NHL cheerleader.
What cheerleader? One more time, Cassidy. Tell the audience about it.
I'm a National Hockey League cheerleader.
A National
Like the NFL,
Hockey League.
yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. What diversity. Oh my. Wow.
And
Wow,
you're
Cassidy.
and you're an author.
Yeah.
And you're an
we want
author.
to know about your book, Cassidy. You've got to tell us
Yes.
all about it.
Yes. So during the pandemic in 2020, everything was kind of shut down. I decided to write a book because there's really nothing I can do to help from home. At least that's how I felt. So I decided to write a book. It's called the I Can Be book series. It's 3 books. It's just to help empower kids that they can do whatever they want. I feel like growing up, and especially in the Stewart Foundation, I had a lot of mentors, a lot of people around me pouring into me, telling me that I can be whatever I want to be. There's no limit. Shoot for the stars. And I think that helped me get to where I am today.
Wow. So I Can Be book series, and you've got 3 of them. What are the phases? What's the difference between 1, 2, and 3?
And so the first one is just I Can Be. This is about like, you can be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, you could be an engineer. Just showing kids some possible avenues that they might want to go down. Other is about character, and the other one is about health. So the last one is I Can Be Healthy and Happy. And it shows you different ways to take care of your health.
Why medicine? Why did you choose medicine, health? Why you want to go down?
I do think that the Stewart Foundation did play a bit of a role in my path to choosing medicine. One of the community events we did at AG Rose, the assisted living facility, I saw a lot of people in there that were pretty young, and it made me think about how important it is to, take care of your health. And be intentional about your health and be able to advocate for yourself when you go to the doctor's office.
Nicholas, are you on the line with us right now?
Yes, I am here.
Good morning,
Nick. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Nick. Oh, it's so extraordinary. to
Where
hear
are you
your
right now,
voice.
Nick? Where are you?
I am in Ann Arbor, Michigan right now.
And what are you doing in Ann Arbor, Michigan, Nicholas? Tell us
I am
about
a
it.
rising senior at the University of Michigan.
Yes. What's your major, Nick?
I am a musical theater major.
Wow, a musical.
Wait a minute, hold up. I'm still stuck on he's a rising senior. Talk about how time is flying. I just Nicholas, a picture on my Facebook came up yesterday, and I guess because it's graduation time, where I came to your, I think it was a 6th grade graduation.
Fifth grade
graduation that just popped up, and now you are a rising senior at University of Michigan. Wow.
Yes, sir.
You're getting old. I'm not, because I'm just saying.
And your mom is just remarkable. And we have to have you to say something about your time, because she's been in and she's done a spectacular job. Give your mom a major shout out.
And then put herself on hold for the kids, because she just didn't she just graduate a couple of years ago, right?
She sure did.
Is that right?
She sure did. She graduated last year from Morris Brown College.
Wow.
So yeah, give her a shout out. We're giving you that opportunity. Give her a shout out.
Yeah, my mom, aka Super Mom, listen, raising 3 boys. We all had something to do on a different side of the city at the same time, and she figured out how all of us were gonna get there on time.
Yeah.
And ready to go.
And never complain.
Never complain.
She always smiled. Just your mom is, it's just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Go ahead, Gwen.
And Nicholas, as you set your stage for life, and you are the star on this stage, and the world is your audience. Where are you taking this audience in this world of Nicholas, what's your vision? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? Because we want to come alongside you. We have been doing for so many years, but we really want to understand where we're going with Nicholas.
Well, right now I'm in the learning Nicholas phase, and once I figure out Nicholas, then I'm gonna figure out what stories I feel haven't been told and need to be told. Like when I was in high school, I did a musical called Fela, based on the life of the Nigerian father of Afrobeat, Fela Kuti, where we explore colonialism and what that means in today's day and age, and what it means to just stand up and fight no matter what. Even when you think it's time to quit, when it's time to go, there's something inside you telling you got to stand up. And what does that mean in a stage? And what does that mean walking through life? Especially now, because we feel like we're so helpless sometimes. But being on that stage makes me feel like I'm the most powerful person in the world.
Are you coming back to Atlanta when you graduate? After you graduate?
I don't know yet, but the plan might be right now to move to New York.
Okay.
And get it popping on Broadway, but we shall see.
That makes sense. That makes sense. How do we meet? Real quick, Nicholas. Can you tell that story how we met?
Oh yes, I can. It was shortly after the tragedy that was Trayvon Martin's story. We were in. Oh Lord, forgive me. I forgot the name of the church. Mount Ephraim. We were in a church, and my mom brought me and my brothers. And it was like a town hall meeting. And I have this thing where somebody asks a question, my brain is like, oh, I gotta say something. I gotta say something. So I asked, what can somebody my age do right now to help, or how do I even know if I'm on the right track? And I just remember you standing up and say, you know what, young man, I'm gonna help you with that. Let me be your mentor. Then I got your information, got connected with the Stewart Foundation, and the rest is history.
Yeah, wow, that's you did it, man. You blessed us, Nicholas. I'm telling you. We had a lot of conversations, offline, the group, about you and the three kings. The kings. I mean, just we were always just very impressed with you all.
Hey, Nick, give a mad shout out to Mr. Jesse Hall.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that Jesse in the retreat?
Well, yes, love Mr. Jesse.
Yes, Mr. Jesse had a great time with us on that retreat. We're so excited to have had you with us on News and Talk WAOK with us, Nicholas. We love you.
Sister Gwen, are you there?
Good morning.
I am. Good morning.
Good morning, Winter.
Thank you guys so much for your kind words.
Wow.
You are one exceptional young lady, Winter, and today's focus is all about where are they now. And since you were with the Stewart Foundation, we want to understand your journey since you left us. What has Winter Jones accomplished?
Oh, that is such a great question. So after leaving the Stewart Foundation, after graduating high school in 2021, I enrolled in Spelman College, and I joined their largest class ever in their history. And I was proud to say that I graduated from that class this past Sunday. I was majoring in mathematics during my time at Spelman, and was deeply involved in academic research through different research scholars programs, but as well as the speech and debate team.
Amazing. Well, so what's ahead for Winter?
Next up, in the fall, I will be attending Georgia Institute of Technology, pursuing a master's in aerospace engineering.
Oh my goodness. And you are so accomplished. And while being at Spelman College, tell us about some of those incredible scholarships. And we want to steal your thunder. We want you to share that which Winter has done.
The most prominent scholarship that I received while being at Spelman has been the Astronaut Scholarship. The Astronaut Scholarship is awarded to students that complete academic research. And so I was deeply engaged in research from my freshman year all the way through my senior year. So luckily I was able to obtain that scholarship as going into my junior year, and then I was able to get it renewed for my senior year, which made me the first Spelmanite to receive that award for 2 years.
2 years.
And look, I had the honor. Miss Mason was doing duties off with another one of our youth, which was our president who just graduated, Jamarcus. But I had an opportunity along with Miss Mason and Carl McNair, the brother of astronaut Ronald McNair, to come in to Sisters Chapel and see you honored by astronauts that are, who are live and well now and singing your praise. You were recognized by NASA 2 years in a row. But you're an accomplished poet. You just won another award. Which award was that for the HBCU?
Yes. So through the speech and debate team, I was able to compete in the HBCU National Speech and Debate Tournament, and I'm proud to say that I took home the championship in slam poetry. I'm really appreciative to your support in that, Mr. Stewart. You really made sure throughout my time in the Stewart Foundation that I kept writing.
But there was another program that you were a part of, and it was the Nelson Mandela. I can't remember the name of this program, but it was the Nelson Mandela.
Yes, the Mandela Project through the ET. So that was my freshman year, the summer after my freshman year in high school, rather. And it was a great experience. They gathered up different poets across the Atlanta area, and they took us through this poetry writing workshop for the first part. And the actress and mogul, Marseille Martin, she came and helped give us advice while we were writing it. And then we only had maybe about 30, maybe 45 minutes to write it. And then next thing you know, we were on stage performing it to several people. And I do remember Mr. Stewart, you were in the audience. You've always been there to support.
Yeah.
So during your graduation on this past Sunday, you graduated in the largest class with Spelman College, right? So we were there to witness you do that, Winter. And as I watched you come across that stage, my mind took me back to these words, and I want you to tell me about what this means to you, Emerald City.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is back my senior year of high school. We were in COVID, and I was on the board of the youth cabinet, serving as the treasurer. And one of the many things that the youth cabinet does is plan the youth white linen affair. And because we were in COVID, we knew it wouldn't be in person, but Miss Gwen, you had the wonderful idea of making the entire thing to be after the Wiz and after Emerald City. And it was so much fun. I think it was filming it was a bonding moment between the cabinet, but we were also giving such important messages throughout it. So I played Dorothy, and if I remember correctly, Dorothy was making sure that she was registered to vote, making sure that she had a vaccination card, and I don't remember the third one all the way. Yes. And yeah, it was a great experience. I really enjoyed my time, and I look back at those pictures ever so often.
You were so remarkable in that role.
Please welcome our next guest, Courtney Fudge.
Oh,
Courtney.
my goodness. Not only, she's our next guest, but this young lady was our president in 2009 to 2010, and then they voted her back in for 2010 to 2011. She has truly spearheaded the way for us, and we are so proud to have Miss Courtney Fudge with us here at News and Talk WAOK. Courtney.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing? I miss you so much.
Oh, wow. Courtney, you've got to share with the studio audience. You've got to share with them the incredible accomplishments that you've encountered and made since your departure of the Stewart Foundation in 2011.
Wow.
okay. Well, I really don't know where to start, but I think I'll start at the beginning, which is
why don't we do that?
The Stewart Foundation, I think really is one of the most magical places I've ever been. And I've had the opportunity to be in some really beautiful places surrounded by beautiful Black people. But what the Stewart Foundation specifically kind of launched for me was the confidence and the peace of mind that I could go into spaces, whether I was, one of 100 people who looked like me or was the only person who looked like me, and I knew that I could deliver. And I think that having an environment like that really just allowed me to kind of show up fully everywhere and feel like I would be loved, I would be seen, I would be respected, and that I could also command space. So the Stewart Foundation gave me that. I think it really encouraged a sense of ownership in me that was really, really valuable as I just moved through the rest of my life. And ever since then, I think I've just been trying to find ways to display that creatively. Something that's really interesting is at the time that I was in the Stewart Foundation, I definitely thought I had a future in politics, or which is so funny now that I think about that. But yeah, I felt like throughout the representation that I saw through the Stewart Foundation, I kind of felt like I could be a little bit more enterprising. And that was something, I think the word enterprising was something that came up a lot in conversation. I would hear it a lot from the adults in the room. And I just thought what does enterprising look like at a young level, right? What do I kind of get to do? So when I left the foundation, because I moved up to Syracuse for college, where I attended Syracuse University and ultimately ended up getting my degree in communications and then got my master's in entrepreneurship, I took that language of enterprising with me. And the thing that I really wanted to do at the time was I wanted to be a doctor, but I also needed to pay for school. And so I started a bakery called Thunder Cakes. I'd been baking kind of my whole life. I would bring treats to the Stewart Foundation meetings when my mom would let me. And I decided to start selling them kind of bake sale style while I was in college. And while I was in college, it paid for school, which was a really incredible experience. I think it taught me a lot. It kind of showed me what it looked like to give back, not just to my community. Even though I was selling something, I was very involved in the community and all of the different organizations, and just wanting to show up through my medium, right? My form of enterprise was baking. What I later realized is that my form of enterprise was cooking and using food as kind of a tool to translate messages for people. And I think about it it's food storytelling, or storytelling through a culinary experience. And so since then, my entire career has been dedicated to food, still using all of the skills that I learned in the Stewart Foundation, right? Still using public speaking, still doing business plan pitches and competitions, really looking at the civic and, before this was a bad word, DEI aspect of hiring different suppliers in the food space and making sure that women were represented, making sure that, suppliers of color were represented throughout my career at HelloFresh and Blue Apron. And I've worked for some really incredible companies. And then, in the middle of all of that, I kind of said, I think I might be a little burnt out. And my enterprise had to change again. And I was very okay with that, because I'd been given the tools to kind of go into anything and feel like I could just kind of knock it out, right? I could put my pen to paper on something, get really good at coming up with ideas and storytelling, and then translate that. It's not necessarily the traditional trajectory, but the representation that I got from the Stewart Foundation really made me feel like, by bringing in G. Garvin to come and do cooking demonstrations during the White Linen Affair, that there was a path for me. And it was kind of the first time that I'd ever actually seen what I thought I could want out in the world, because it just wasn't something that was very done, right? It just didn't feel super accessible until the Stewart Foundation made it so. And so now I have the opportunity to make that same dream for some little girl out there who wants to be a chef, but does not necessarily want to be a chef in the traditional sense, feel like they've got options. And so it's really been a joy to kind of move through my career, keeping all of the skills that the Stewart Foundation has given me.
We're just honored to have Jonathan Moore. Jonathan, you with us?
Good morning, Jonathan.
Hi.
Hello. You've had some significant experiences lately. We want you to tell us all about what you're doing, where you're headed as our current event chair. You've been instrumental in really helping pull off major events. You also served as our secretary. Oh my, and you have recently graduated from high school, and we want you to tell us about that experience and tell us how the Stewart Foundation has helped shape your development as you begin your collegiate experience.
Okay. Being a part of the foundation, it gave me a chance to work on communication skills, leadership skills, being able to organize events and even organize myself. Because senior year, you get tired, you get that senioritis. It's just, you got to maintain the foundation, you got to maintain your life, you got to maintain grades, friendships, and being able to work with the foundation and then work with school and being able to manage that and to get to the point that I am now, graduated free man from Martin Ellen Stillwell, performing arts. You're just always performing and always working and always creating at that school. And it was difficult at first, like managing it. But the skills that I learned from the foundation really gave me that extra edge to really succeed in my classes and succeed in my arts. And it was nice. It's freeing to be on the other side. My plan now is to go to Georgia State for prerequisites and then transfer over to an architecture program because I want to stay on that designing part of art, being able to create and put something into reality. But that's my plan now.
So, Jonathan, what? Because you've been a part of the foundation for how long? How long have you been a part of the foundation? For 10 years, 12 years, something like that?
I think 10 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I remember
Most of your life.
photo of y'all when I was like in elementary school.
Right. I remember.
Jonathan's 18 to you. Most of your life.
Yeah, most of your life. Which workshop or program is most memorable and impacted you the most that you can think of?
I would say the one I remember the most was when we went down to the women's shelter and gave out food. That's where I took that photo.
Safe haven.
Gwen.
Safe haven.
And I just remember being behind the scenes and setting bags up, setting food up, and the event being organized. And okay, you go over there, you do this. You go over there, you do this. And just being able to help those people and give back. And for some reason, that's just the one event that's never left my mind. Like out of all the events that I've helped out with, worked on as secretary of event chair, that's the main one that I could never forget. It was like a wake-up moment for me where it's like, wow, this is giving back to people. This is helping people.
Jonathan,
a start to
you have a passion for that. You just have an empathetic and a sympathetic heart for people. You can tell. I mean, even with your cabinet, you're the one. Yeah, you're such a gentleman. You're always you're looking out for everybody, making sure people are straight and they're safe and they're content and they're happy. That's a great trait. But I see it in your parents too. Your mom and your dad they operate like that. Your dad serves the community. Your mom serves the community. So you come from good stock. No, I'm sorry. You come from great stock. No, I'm sorry. You come from the best of stock. So you get it honestly.
Jonathan, I would like to understand what messages would you share with young people who are currently considering joining the Stewart Foundation or just starting their journey with us?
I would say if you're passionate about this, go into it full-heartedly. Put in the time that you need to stay dedicated to it, because I get outside life is hard, but if you're willing to be committed to this program, it's going to give back to you the same way you give to it. And you just learn so much about this, learn so much about life entering this program learn so much about organization. If you give to this program, it'll give back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you know where they are. Stay tuned for another round of bright young leaders coming your way from the Stewart Foundation.